Hey guys, it's Jovi and welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing today, y'all? I am ripping, I am running, I am all over the place. School starts in 2 days. And it's dramatic over here. But before we begin, okay, please let's do the regular old maintenance. Please don't forget to like this video. Like it now. Don't even like it later because you're going to forget. Like it now. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. So please follow, please subscribe. And now I guess let me drop this intro so we can get on with today's show. Okay, guys, hold up. Oops. So, like I said, I was outside earlier. It's a lot happening, right? We're trying to get hair done, trying to get nails done. School starts in 2 days, okay? So, Tasha sent me an article. Well, not article. She sent me a link to an Instagram post, and I looked at the post and we were talking about the comments in said post. So I was like, you know what, this is we ain't got nothing to talk about today. Ain't nothing that I really wanted to talk about in the news or whatever, so we're gonna talk about this. All right, so hey everybody, I see you all. So we got the post from a page called Spiritual World, right? Spiritual World. And it's not necessarily, hold on, let me put myself up bigger. It's not necessarily the post, right? It's the comments underneath the post that we find, me and Tasha, we find problematic and indicative as to why our community is the way it is. You know, when people tell you something like, listen, I feel like we have to be able to listen. Being able to listen is a very good skill, right? Because a lot of times we know everything. And when you know everything, you can't actually learn nothing, right? And what have we learned or have we unlearned in relationships that causes like all of this fucking strife? So let me pull up this post and let's get into it, okay? Again, it's from Spiritual World, all right? The post says, men, what is something you wish women would stop assuming about what y'all need and want from a woman? Okay? Men, one more time. What is something you wish women would stop assuming about what y'all need and want from a woman? Now, we're going to go through some of these comments, right? But a large majority, I'm just off gate, a large majority of the post talked about a lot of the stuff that we talk about a lot on this channel, right? The BBLs, the valuation of women putting value into things that men don't put value in, like how much money you got in the bank as a woman is more important than how feminine you are. Well, let's go to some of these comments, shall we? Let's just pull it up. Okay, so let's go into one. The guy said, someone that said Marvin said, just peace. Listen to us when we speak our mind the first time. Us men shouldn't have to raise our voices to get our point across. And stop saying we look sexy when we mad. We don't want to be sex. We don't want to get mad. That compliment is annoying as hell. Let's go to some of these comments. Somebody said, okay, but it isn't the women who vent. Stop taking every man's opportunity here to vent, to hijack. What do I say? To inject your frustration. Some shit. Hold on. Let me put game. Somebody said, but doesn't that go both ways? We don't like to nag if you did what we asked the first time. Ma'am, we weren't. And that's the thing is like, you have to be able to listen to a point, whether you're arguing, whether you're having this disagreement, whether just in life in general, right? We have to be able to actually have a debate. It's not off gate, you're right and he's wrong, or he's right and you're wrong. We have to be able to like fucking communicate. If a nigga tell you this is how we feel about something, that's how he feel about something. Everybody has a right to not be or have their own emotions and feelings and ideas on some shit, and then not just be all fucked up and what's the word? I'm looking for the appropriate word. But let's continue the comments. Somebody else said, hold on, just because you're pretty doesn't mean you're wife material. That's true. Very much true. Then somebody said, y'all act like it, act otherwise, and we won't have this mindset. Why would you say that? I know a lot of basic looking wives. Pretty girls have the hardest fucking time. Why? The man tell you just because you're pretty does not mean that you're wife material. Okay. Somebody said, you cut her shorty deep. She in here talking about cap. Niggas been finessing her for pooms her whole life, and she can't understand why she can't keep one. You're not wifey material. Now, is that nice to say? Is that not what we want? We want to not hear that, right? But is that the truth and the reality of the situation? I know a lot of fucking basic looking women who are married and a lot of beautiful women who are not. Let's continue. True Mystic said that's true though. Every woman isn't wife material though. It's not. Like we can't say, oh, people don't get married and people don't do this. When you listening, when you have when you hear, when you can fucking converse and understand. If people are saying, if certain men, because some men are just dickheads, right? But everybody, that's the thing. Everyone's not a dickhead, right? Just like every woman is not an asshole. Every woman is not a bitch, a nagging bitch, right? So if men are trying to say, okay, well, we don't really care about your BBLs. We don't really care about your BBLs. We don't really, that's not really something that we want to take home to our moms. I've told y'all this before. You a builder bitch. You look at Amber Rose and what the fuck she's going through now. Look at all of these things and what these people are fucking going through because somebody told them that it didn't matter. Somebody gassed the shit out of them so they could fuck and told them that it didn't matter. And now where are they now? How does this work? How's it working? How's it working for you? I don't know. Somebody said some black men, the boy said some black men want long-term relationships and not baby mamas. Let's go to the replies. Somebody said, give them here right now. Somebody said, do you know what birth control does to a woman's body? A lot. Shit. The nigga said, hold up. Some black men want long-term relationships, not baby mamas. And this lady response is, do you know what birth control does to a woman's body? A lot of effects are irreversible. I'm not putting my body through that for a man. Learn to wear a condom and practice safe sex. The nigga said, listen, the nigga said, some black men want long-term relationships, not baby mamas. The response is there's some black women who don't want to be baby mamas. What the fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about? She jumps towards birth control and you should wear a condom. We are responsible for our bodies, ma'am. It's our body. We're the one that gets pregnant. We're the one that she's right. That go through all of the shit. After the baby come, we're the one that have to take care of our children, right? We're responsible for ourselves. Why are we giving responsibility for our fucking bodies over to a nigga? What the fuck are we talking about here? Then someone else says condoms, condoms, condoms in my something voice. Then somebody said, stop making us baby mamas. Ain't nobody who can make you a baby mama but you. Am I bugging? Ain't no nigga could make me a baby mama. Are we bugging? She said, just like, and there you go. Just like it is what it is. Why are people so upset? I think women invest in BBLs to compete with other women. It's a woman on woman shit. She said, Naja said, I honestly think women invest in BBLs to entice men. She don't think they do it to entice men emotionally. It's a business investment. They're monetary going to the end of the BBL rainbow. They're monetary gain to the end of the... Yeah, a BBL is not going to entice a man emotionally. It's going to entice him sexually. It's not. It's not being comfortable in who you are. Because, before BBLs was invented, I was a whole grown up before people started plugging their ass up with shit. I was still a grown up. And men still like women with normal, regular looking bodies. Not cartoon character. How many of these cartoon character ladies, they're sexualized? Do you see walking down the aisle? It's the over sexualization of it all. I don't know. That say that, okay, True said, but I can also say that most of these men that say they want a real relationship with curvy woman that's righteous just because there is a damn sure mile and a half between some righteous, God-fearing bitch, you know what I mean, and the BBLs. This is my value of the world ass women. There are a plethora of many women in between there. Being righteous ain't gonna get you nowhere. There should be no being just normal, just being regular and being okay with being regular. I think our culture is not okay with being regular, not okay with having a regular butt, not okay with having this fucking fupa, not okay with whoever the fuck you are. And if you aren't okay with who you are, you're not going to attract a nigga that's okay with who you are. You're just not. Yes. Okay. Hi, mommy. Yeah, you got to be old enough to understand what I'm saying. Like, men still dated like Aaliyah, like Jada, like women were, it's beautiful, like not sexual. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between being beautiful and being fucking a sexual object. We sexualize ourselves. And then we get mad when we're treated like the sexual objects we portray to the world. If every picture I don't think they do it now, but you remember a couple of years ago where everybody was taking pictures with their ass in the fucking camera, right? You naked, you damn near naked going outside. Do what you want, sis. But like the reality is when someone look at you, they don't think that the first idea isn't, oh, that's some, even from another woman, is not, oh, what does she make someone a great wife? No, she looks motherly. I saw this girl, I don't even know who she is. She's somebody, baby mama, not even a wife. And she there with a twin outfit with her daughter. You know, the outfits was cute, but her titties fake, ass fake. She just fucking, you know, and they're like, isn't she so cute? Like mommy, like daughter. And I'm just like, hopefully not. Because in my head, I'm like, hopefully by the time this little girl grow up, she don't want to look like a fucking, like, the girl looked like she was just, she had on an outfit and just injected air into certain parts of her body. Let's keep going. Somebody said, I just want us to pay attention to the responses when this is regular normal shit, right? Just like every woman named wife in the church, just like every nigga. Not every, why is it wrong? Why is our responses, well, niggas need to wear condoms when a motherfucker say everybody don't want to have baby mamas? We're responsible. Just like he's responsible for his dick, we're also responsible for our fucking wombs. We're responsible for our wombs. I can fucking have sex and not bring a child into this fucking world. I ain't got a million fucking kids. Like, we are, if you don't want to be a baby mama, guess what you won't be? Unless you raped or some shit, how the fuck somebody, I don't understand. How does that work? Because we are responsible. You know, when you fucking and you young and you can get pregnant and he don't have no fucking condom on you, it's your fucking response. This is your body. This is a nigga could up jumps and boogie in a day. And what you gonna do? Blame the world? Blame men? How about we blame ourselves for allowing a nigga to nut in us when we know we are not on fucking birth control? We talk about all this old birth control and the hormones. Half of y'all bitches do a whole bunch of crazy shit. Y'all go fuck about hormones. And let's not act like there ain't a million birth control options that do not involve hormonal shit. Let's keep going. Somebody said, we don't always need sex, but we do need to feel appreciated for the things we do for y'all. Let's go to some of these comments. Okay, somebody said facts. Always make sure to show thanks and a little big things, okay? So this girl said, good for you. Keep up. Keep it up. Okay. Then somebody else said, lies. I'm a big boy and I understand that shit ain't always going to be sunshine and rainbows. If you got to temporarily hurt my feelings for us to be good, do that respectfully. But don't avoid a conversation because you feel awkward or you know that's how you feel isn't based on fact but feeling. Oh, he wrote too much. I don't even want to read all of this shit. This nigga says, stop assuming shit be wrong with us when we're quiet. After telling y'all we're fine, really just be thinking about how move and keep this bread coming through. That's just me, though. I couldn't relate to this. Shit, I've had an experience with this recently. Shit, where I was a running a track star and it wasn't even that deep, right? Because people have a right to feel like being quiet. To not be a show pony 24 hours of the day, to just chill and think about the responsibilities and the things that they have to fucking do, just like we have a right to be human as well and have our fucking moments. Right? Somebody said, having trust when we say something and don't let your emotions get the best of you when we have a serious conversation and you have to be corrected in the moment. It's not about who was right or wrong. It's about putting our egos aside and coming up with the best solution. Let me see some of these comments. Let me see if anything's crazy. No? Okay. Let me see. Hold up. Somebody said, love this. Good point. Okay. She said, stop assuming everything a man says is a lie. Somebody said, wow, it ain't always a lie. People be, we've had this shit. I had this conversation in my personal life just with my friends alone. I'm gonna tell you what Natasha did recently. She probably watching. She gonna cuss me out. We've had this conversation recently, right? Because niggas is dating or whatever, and like it was some shit. I won't even get like into specific details. Why the fuck? I don't even want to get into like specific details or whatever. Hold on, let me mute this phone because it keeps buzzing. Okay. Side note for everyone who's here, we're supposed to have an exclusive interview for tomorrow. It's either going to be tomorrow night or I may move it to Friday night, depending on what's happening. I thought I just muted this shit. Depending on what's happening, it's going to be good, y'all. It's a whole exclusive interview. It's going to be wow good, y'all. Wow good, y'all. But anyway, so yeah, what was I saying? Okay, Tasha. Like it was some shit with some nigga, and it was like, and it kept saying, and I'm just like, why do your mind go to? We have to recognize our own shit, right? Point blank and a story. We have to recognize our own shit, and when it's our shit, like I like to say all the time. Sometimes it's like I have to work with other people. Why do I have to work with other people's trust issues? Like, I don't get it. Like, you got trust issues regarding certain things and certain, because of the experience you went through, right? So now I'm trying to talk you off the ledge because this nigga said some shit and it's not what he said. It's the nigga that you used to date that you wasted that you were with for 10, 15, 20 years for some women, that you were with beforehand, and they're triggering you. And we're taking out the experience from that badass relationship that we stayed in way too long on any other nigga. The nigga say he got to go put gas in the car and he must be fucking bitches. I don't understand. Like, niggas can't even get bitches like this. They can't. Y'all give these niggas way too much. Way too much. They can't even pull bitches the amount of times you think they pulling all these women. They can't. Half of them cannot. Fuck a half. Majority of these niggas can't even get it like that. But we giving these niggas way too much fucking credit and saying that we don't think we're worth, or we ain't even that rational, or we not even, worth a motherfucker putting it in us. Like, why would he, of course he cheat, of course he was somebody. Why? Just ignoring the most rational shit because a nigga could just be putting gas in his car. Why would he be living with a bitch? How's he living with a bitch when y'all fall asleep on the phone fucking majority of the damn time? Where is this bitch? Like just rational things. That's like, it's not them. It's you. It's your shit. It's your previous dysfunction playing out. How long, and I've said this to y'all a million times, how long are we gonna make the previous nigga damage continue to fuck our lives up? Instead of recognizing it when the shit come up and saying, like my track star ways, recognizing it and saying, okay, so what am I gonna do now to change that? Now since I can see it, because you can't fix what you can't see. Now that I can see the shit, and I don't want to be this kind of person. I want a love. I want a real relationship. So what are we doing to actually get that instead of keep pushing it away and acting like we don't know why it's not here? Keep making every excuse to sabotage it before we get there. She said, does he mean he only wants a long-term relationship with no children? He means let's not meet, hang out, still in the getting to know each other phases, and we have a baby in 6 months. That's what he means. He means, how about we have a long-term relationship? How about we date for a year or two? How about we get married? That's what he means. How about we get married? Like the bitch who jumped up in my comments. What she said to me, I posted it. What she said, Don't act like you ain't having a nigga make you a baby mom. And what did I tell this girl? No, I'm nobody's baby mother. Okay, what did I tell her? I posted it. Y'all saw it because I posted it. I am nobody's baby mother. I was someone's ex-wife. I was married. Like, that's what these motherfuckers mean. How about we just stop just randomly having babies for just a random nigga because we met him and for the first 3 months it's all good and now we pregnant? How about we get to know him? How about we create an attachment, a real attachment from him to us before we have babies. That's what I think he mean. Oh man, I lost my spot. Let me see. Women need to be responsible for their bodies. Hello, Jamila. She said women need to be responsible for their bodies. And sir, a long-term relationship does not stop a woman from being a baby mama. A marriage does. So if you're talking about long-term relationships, not talking about marriage, that's dumb. Well, see, that is the conversation. When you're having these conversations before you go and say, oh, I'm pregnant, we should be having the where is this going conversation. Are we getting married? That should be our ideal of long-term. More motherfuckers say long-term relationship, that means marriage. What does that mean to y'all? Is that 6 months? Is that 3 years of just being a nigga girlfriend? 10 years of just being a nigga girlfriend? What is your definition of a long-term relationship? Because a long-term relationship to me equates to marriage, right? Because this is the natural progression of said relationship, and these are the things you should be having conversations about before you start talking about babies. As far as BBLs is too much, do some squats to get you an ass. Too many people won't do the work and see quick fixes. Social media is distorting people's view. I think social media and I think the feminism movement fucked us up and distorted people's views. And we think, and a lot of the times we live off, oh, he fine. Nigga fine, but he don't show you anything that says he's a suitable person to have a child with, but he fine though. So we as women decide we're gonna have a baby for him. We don't know him from a hole in a wall, right? You knew him for like 3 months, 6 months. You know him for 6 fucking months. You don't even know the nigga middle name. But you pregnant. Let's get some likes or else I could leave. She said there's a perception of fast money for women with BBL and OnlyFans pages. It's pandemic money kind of tight. It doesn't give off the vibe you think it gives off. She said these OnlyFans girls are going to be screwed come October. It's a wrap for that. She said teen girls. I remember back in the day, we used to wear big clothes. Not to say that you can't show a little bit of yourself, but like it blows my mind some of the things I see these younger people in sometimes. Like, and then we don't understand. It's like it's the same thing when you say you go outside, with all my titties out. And I'm gonna be surprised if somebody looking at my titties. I put them on display. What the fuck? How you present is how you're gonna be taken from anybody, from women, from men. Like I don't understand. But we want to act like, okay, well, men can't say this because why not? Why not? And to say that they can't imply, like, what? Why not? Are you a lesbian? Unless you're a lesbian, She said, right, you want them to love you genuinely, but don't want to be yourself and gets frustrated where relationships don't last. You can only partner someone who aren't for so. You can only portray someone you aren't for so long. Very true. Somebody said the scar tissue ain't no joke. Yes. Like, why, like, DC, why are these people acting like you don't have no control over how much baby daddies and babies you got? Like, what the fuck is you talking about? And this is why those type of women don't make no sense. You have no control over your life. You can't no control over what motherfuckers do to you, but you think a nigga won't fucking want to marry you? You can't even control when you reproduce. When your body reproduce, you don't make good decisions. So you think, but the responsible nigga you think is gonna be the nigga for you? No. The dumb nigga is the nigga for you. She says she live in New York and she see BBLs on everyday women in the subways all the time. Yep. And a lot of those women are fucking single. Single. They have a million sex buddies. That's that, everybody, it's for everybody. It's for everybody. Everybody in the street. Everybody fucking everybody. It's that type. You're right. 100%. It's that type. They got a million niggas. And they near one of the million niggas want to hold it down. How you got a million niggas and nobody want to, and nobody, it's the equivalent. No, I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say it. But how do you have all these, and none of these niggas want to lock it down? You need to ask yourself why. It's not all niggas is fucked up. Because the motherfuckers out here getting married every day. People in relationships every day. You have to ask yourself what the fuck about you. Because it ain't all the niggas. It's not all the niggas. 1 or 2 niggas, okay. But it's all the niggas? She said he's 25, but I'm an ex-wife, not a baby mother. Not sorry neither. Me neither. Yeah, but those are businesses. But these girls that we're referring to, we're not talking about dancers. We're not talking about OnlyFans girls. We're not talking about escorts. We're talking about regular old girls in the street who are out here trying. I know this girl, but I don't know her. I don't know her. I know her friend. I know her homegirl. Okay, her homegirl told me this because her homegirl know Tasha. So we was talking, and her homegirl told me that she went and got her whole body done. BBL, titties, all of this shit. She got a nigga. The nigga trash. The nigga so trash. The nigga so trash. The nigga, she got a daughter. She got a daughter. The nigga won't even watch her daughter. The nigga talk shit. The nigga's mad disrespectful. The bitch don't have no self-love. The nigga talk shit about her child. About her little 4-year-old or 5-year-old. Nigga talk beer shit about her child. Nigga don't want to fuck with you like that. But this nigga, you live with this nigga. You work. He live with you. He live with you. But you out here getting fake titties and fake asses and shit. You out here getting fake titties and fake asses. That don't make what? So now you just a build. Now you got all these fake titties and fake asses. And this nigga still don't fuck with you. He don't fuck with your kid. But that's not tied up into her self-respect. That's not tied up into her self-respect. But she out here getting fucking BBLs. And nigga telling you, come get your fucking kid because he don't want to watch your fucking kid. What self-respect? What decency? And then these are the same girls that'll say, well, I have to get it because a nigga, because that's what niggas want. No, that's what that type of nigga want. That's what that type of nigga want. What you getting out of it? And that's how he know he could treat you like that because bitch, you don't love yourself. You don't even like yourself. You don't even like yourself. You don't even like your kid. I can fucking do something to tell you about your kid. I can molest your kid. Let's keep it a buck. And she ain't gonna do nothing. She gonna do shit, but go get her butt more injections pumped in her ass. That's what she gonna do. She said it's unhealthy to bleed all over the people that didn't cut you. People need to address their trauma before getting seriously involved. Yeah. It's like certain things. Like I get it's like, okay, I had to catch myself. Y'all know me. I'm working on my track star ways. You know what I'm saying? And I had to catch myself like, no, girl. What do we say? We got to work on it. It's a constant work. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to work on it. You got to be able to see yourself. You have to be able to force yourself to see yourself. Or else you're going to keep reliving the same dumb shit. Going through the same shit. And even if, again, you find a good dude, because everybody ain't fucked up. Everybody ain't raised fucked up, bitch. If every nigga fucked up, that means every one of you bitches is fucked up. Because y'all raising these boys too. Every last one of these men ain't fucked up. But you keep attracting the fucked up ones. We got to ask ourselves why. And you rejecting the good ones. Why? Ask yourself why. Why? Because the reality is, deep down inside, we don't think we're deserving of that good guy. We think we deserving of a nigga cheating on us, treating us like that, right? No matter how she get him, no matter even if he just part-time. But then you end up like Amber Rose, 38, and trying to figure out what the fuck. Because there's no substance in your relationship. Okay, here we go. Some of these women glorify and praise dysfunction and then get mad that other women don't want to participate in said dysfunction. Yes. That's it. 100%. Like, I don't want to. True said, honestly, no one really taught people how to vent properly. We vet based on physical attractions and nothing more. That's where people messed up. Yes. Black women, I'm going to say black women who, I had this conversation yesterday, black women who were raised by other black women, by black mothers and black aunts and their black grandmas, and there's no man in sight. There's no grandpa, there's no daddy, there's no uncles. All she is raised by is women, very masculine. And then you out here trying to, I saw a post by Super Scent. Her name is Super Scent. I saw a post by her, and she was like, men need to understand that, women's value is not tied up in, how we look in our feminine ways. It kind of is. Because Super Scent out here trying to be trick mama, how that working for? It kind of is. These niggas are straight up telling you, I've been telling you, you could work at McDonald's and pull feminine charm and be fine. But no, you want to argue with a nigga. You want to argue with a nigga because your fucking job at the manager at fucking Macy's got you full of yourself. When you could just stay home and raise your fucking kids, but you want to go and make fucking minimum. You can't even go and make the money and take the fucking pay to daycare. Like being too overly, this is what I gather from it. And I say this all the time, being too overly masculine. I don't need nobody. I can do it all by myself. How does that working for you? Though I see those women with broken backs and broken homes. Even if they have a man, nigga left them. People are human. Niggas is human too. They human too, just like we are. We forget that sometimes. They're human. They have feelings too. Their feelings aren't like our feelings. You know, they do things different, but they're kind of easy. They have feelings too. A motherfucker say, I would like to feel like I'm the man of the relationship, and you say, nah, but. And then you wonder why he leaves you for the fucking cashier at Dollar Tree. Why he leave you for the cashier at Dollar Tree? And you got a good job as an accountant exec. I don't know the fuck you have, bitch. I don't know. But like, think about these things. And then we mad and we bitter and we say men ain't shit. But the reality is, maybe if we listened a little more. He said they look naked. I'd be like, where they parents too young to look hoes, strippers. Very true. She said, I have a hard time finding. Me too. Me too. Me too. They want to have them out here. Me too. I get it. Hey, Kimberly, how are you? Life said my mom had 3 kids and 3 baby daddies, and she been married to her husband 28 years. She divested. He's not black, still possibly. She's a housewife. Everyone's circumstances is different. Yeah, that's great. She said they clothes looking like grown woman clothes. Yeah, it's the creation. It's the fucking up of this. It's the destruction of the black family. People aren't having families no more. Look at the census. Other people ain't having kids no more. Or the wrong motherfuckers is having kids with nobody to take care of them. No connections, no nothing. We got 80 million baby mamas who are fucking perfectly fine with being a whole fucking baby mama and struggling with their 85,000 kids. I just hate when you try to give a sister advice to help her and she gets mad at you. Like, I'm looking out for you, sis, and you want to cut me out. People just want to do what they want. Well, don't complain. Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, when I see certain people, and I'm like, well, what the fuck? It's like, don't, like, oh, because niggas ain't shit. But you ain't shit. Like, let's be real. We talk about, like just an example, that whole Amber Rose shit. Sis, you got exactly what you signed up for. The fuck is we talking about? Like, the reality. Could we deal with the reality of life and not the fuck you want it to be? You queen mother hoe. So go queen mother hoe. You, what the fuck? But you thinking that, yeah, nigga gonna fucking put a baby in you if you let him. You let him. What the fuck are we talking about? At least you got married with Wiz, but no, you decided to become this nigga baby mama, and then they mad when he fucking everything moving. Bitch, why wouldn't he? Come on, man. She said, I hate being this young. Sometimes my mentality is not of this generation. Life, please. Black men are marrying every day. Maybe the black men you know. But again, niggas do what's required of them. Y'all bitches, too many of y'all don't have no requirements. Too many of y'all will, too many of y'all will just be a nigga baby mama. Instead of having a motherfucker, instead of attracting a motherfucker to actually want to put something into you and getting married. Like, too many of you. How about that? Yes, there's black men out here who fucking wildin'. There's black women out here who wildin'. Your womb is sacred, bitch. But you gave it to Timmy and Tommy and fucking every fucking body. And now you want this nigga to fucking wife you up and take care of all your fucking bastard children. You ain't give a fuck about yourself. You didn't give a fuck about your life. Let me say, my dating is different from a baby mama dating. You recognize that? Why? Because I was married to this nigga. I'm nobody's baby mama. That matters. The reality is that two people want to think those things don't matter. Oh, you know, bitch. This is why somebody should have told you from you with your mama. It was your mama's job to show you and teach you, not to go out here and because Timmy said you cute because you got low fucking self-esteem, because you dark skinned, or because you fat, or because you don't feel like nobody love you, because this nigga fucking smiled up in your face for 2 months. Now you bent over and you got a fucking baby in you. You don't know this nigga. You don't know this nigga. That's my point. Like, you can say, you know, oh, we got to divest. Guess what? We breed them. We make them. Just as dumbass as black niggas saying, oh, you know, we hate black women. Nigga, we can't be one without the other. It can't be. How about y'all ghetto niggas stop doing the ghetto shit? How about you get married? How about you don't let a nigga breed you until you'll get married, until he shows that he gives a fuck about you and invested in you in real life. In real life. How about that? How about we stop just, oh, he cute, I want to have his baby. How about that? How about we wait for a partner? How about we work on our own fucking issues so when we come across the partner, we don't run him off with your batshit ways? How about we learn how to be women and not trying to compete with these niggas? She said, I never had an issue attracting good men. It's what you give off. It's like when I hear women talk about black men ain't shit. Y'all know I was on a black man hating spree for like 2 days. And then it was a Gemini spree for like a week. You know what I'm saying? Because of one particular nigga. But if I ever sit up on here and just overwhelmingly hate men, hate a black man, if I would have a child, even if it was mixed, a black man would come from me. How do you hate black men and you're raising them? How does this work? It's the dysfunctional cycle for me. That too. We raising the boys, bunch of women, no man. Where is the daddies? How you gonna teach it? You gonna teach them how to be what? Dependent on a woman? To what? What are you teaching them? A hoe couldn't keep them. A hoe couldn't keep them. Hey, G. Johnson. Exactly. How does this work? That's my question. How do we really, like, should she really dead ass hot about this shit? Like, can we, like, wow. It blows my mind. She said her husband been friends since high school, and I didn't bother because I knew we weren't ready for each other then. Boom. There you go. There you go. There you go. It's okay to say, you know, we need to balance the masculine and feminine in our upbringing. Yes, too many, let me tell you, the problem is too many women are very fucking masculine. Very. And too many men are way feminine. And that will clash. It will clash. When you as a woman have too much masculine energy, it's going to be counterproductive to the happiness of your life. Same thing with a man. Only a man with too much feminine energy couldn't understand the value of a woman, and why you wouldn't want to get married, and all of this crazy shit. There you go. There you go. If you got to pull these things through, you are masculine as shit. I tell y'all all the time. I told this nigga this shit yesterday. You know, we just talking about whatever, but y'all know how I feel. Y'all know when I say the standards and the folders, I look for niggas who stand. When shit go down, you can't respect a folding ass nigga. My homegirl was with a folding ass nigga for fucking almost 20 years. Folding ass nigga. When shit pop, anything that happens, she got to handle it because that's a weak ass nigga. And then that nigga ain't around and you realizing all of this shit you was doing and this nigga can't even fucking survive because he weak. Weak. And you can't respect weak. You can't. A woman will, of course she gonna nag. Of course she gonna tell you about yourself and cuss you and treat you like this because you bitch made. You only do that shit to bitch made. Act like you do that shit to somebody you consider a man. And you a fucking lie. You a fucking lie. You only do that shit to them type of niggas. You know who to do that shit to. But when that's the type of you only feel comfortable fucking with this nigga because you got control over this nigga because this nigga needs you. You wouldn't eat. The house wouldn't be paid. You would be at your mama house without me. That's masculine as shit. And when he fucking Tammy from down the block, you don't know what happened. We don't know what happened. You don't know how that happened. You don't know how that started. You don't know. Oh, because we in a relationship. No, bitch. I didn't ask you. I asked you the reality of the situation. You don't know how that jumped off. When you this, you that. I don't need you. You that. All day, every day. Y'all know how that happened? Y'all know how Tammy from down the block, who don't talk half the shit that you took your nigga? You don't understand that? You missed that? You can't even cook. You can't cook. You don't want fuck. You the fuck. You think you the nigga. You don't want fuck. You don't even want fucking wash your face in the morning. Oh God. Men's feelings are attached to respect. He needs to feel needed and respected in a relationship. And it's too much of this. That's not respectful. If I got to do that to any nigga, we're not together. Okay? Once I buck like that, it's a wrap. Once you take a nigga balls, you can never give it back. I've told you that. My grandmother told me that when I was a little girl. Once you take a nigga balls from him, you can never give that shit back. She said men want to feel useful, so many women like to take that role away from him. That's a recipe for disaster. Yes. Make him do stuff. Yes. Like, oh my God, I don't know what I would do without you. Oh my God, I don't know what I would. Too many of y'all got it. Niggas say, oh, I put gas in your car. Don't worry about it. Bitch, what the fuck do you mean don't worry about it? Like, I need to start a whole coaching business. I be on the phone with my friends. Bitch, tell this nigga. Nigga start talking about, yeah, because I'll do whatever, and you need gas money right now. You need gas money right now. Open your mouth. Okay, yeah, I need gas. Oh my God. See what the nigga say? He gonna put gas, he gonna fill your fucking tank up and give you some money. But you got it though. I got it. Niggas say, I'm gonna give you some money for you. No, I want to pay the rent. Y'all living together. I want to pay the rent. No, I don't want him to pay the rent because I want him to feel like he controlling me. Bitch, how's he controlling you when he paying all the rent and all your money going into the bank account? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, these are the things, like you're forcing You're forcing your masculinity on this nigga. And then when he says, you know what? It's all right. Never mind. Am I bugging? Wiz was a great catch. And her whole ways thought she could do better. Thought she could, you know, because he would probably like, you know, you don't have to, just chill out. Now, because I want to be a hoe just like everybody else, because I'm a Libra and it's balanced. And now how that working out for her? Yeah, a lot of people can't even fathom it. She said, J.G. Johnson, she said, my cousin had 6 kids by 5 baby daddies, and she was married twice. The last husband was a real good man. She kept getting good dudes, even with all them kids. She did the dismissing, LOL. She's probably a real feminine woman. Because you can do it. Don't get me wrong. You can. Oh, you can. You can. Real feminine fucking woman. She ain't mad. She ain't. I could do it by myself. Nope. She make all them niggas feel needed. Look at all them kids she got, child. She need them. Babe, it's the men. It's the men. It's not a large amount of men. It's the men you attract. Stop attracting them. Like I tell people that I know, because I damn sure do this with my friends. Even when you on said dating site, what are you looking at? Where are you going to meet these men? Where are you going? You going to the nigga shit at the bar with the niggas down the block that you see every day? Where you going? What are you doing? Who are you meeting? When we meet the same type of niggas, you expect a different outcome. If you want a different outcome, you got to go out for something. I don't want to hear he's hot. I'm over it. I'm fucking over he's hot. Oh God, he's hot. I'm fucking over it. It's like, all right, he's hot, and then you the nigga and he the bitch. He's hot. He's the bitch. He's the female. He's the cute one. He's hot. That's your what are we doing? My mama said, let him know. I be trying to tell her, mommy. She said the dog. He's always back there. He's hard. It's like all men aren't monotone. Like all women aren't monotone. You know what I'm saying? Let's not put that on, you know, just like we love to say, you know, all women ain't baby mama, ghetto ass bitches. All niggas ain't looking, really? They be looking for calm. You can be a little I'm a little saucy privately, a little saucy. But like calm. Overall, do you bring calm to a nigga life or do you bring crazy? A little turn up is a little turn up. Not boring, but do you bring calm or do you bring crazy? Do you bring drama? Are you constantly drama? And you disrespectful? You belittling. You treat him like you treat your son. He a bitch ass nigga. What are we doing? How are we talking about him? How are we talking to him, about him? How does this manifest in the world? Is he a feminine ass nigga if he's a masculine nigga? Because again, we know we don't treat them the same. We know, like we know we don't treat them the same. So I'm not tracing after no broken men. But the reality is, sis, too many of us are chasing after the broken ass nigga. He told you he broken. Everything about him says I'm broken. I can't ever do that. He's the baby daddy equivalent of eight baby mama, but we fucking with him though. But the nigga ain't got no kids, right? or that, you know, the dude that you wouldn't necessarily, you know, you didn't pay attention to in high school. That dude. The dude that worked. The dude that has shit. But he don't do it for you because, you know, he can't smile and get your panties wet. You know, that's that nigga. That's the nigga that you fuck. That's the nigga that you fucking give a kid. You attach yourself to the bum instead of attaching yourself to the nigga that go hard. She said a sexual empowerment is bullshit. Can we say that? I believe 100% is bullshit. Okay. Why compete to be as sexual as men? A woman, Marilyn Monroe said this herself. And Marilyn Monroe was a bitch who slept with a brother, a nigga and his brother. Okay. A woman who competes with a man lacks ambition. I say this, why does everybody got to know that you fucking this one and I'm free and I can do what the fuck I want? Bitch, you still doing it. Marilyn Monroe was fucking brothers, bitch. She was fucking brothers. A woman who competes with a man, whether that's sexually, whether career-wise, bitch, you can make twice what that nigga make. A woman who competes with a man, she lacks ambition. Compete. His job is to fucking put you on a fucking pedestal. What the fuck are we talking about? It's not what you think it is. Thank you, Monique. Stop fucking with niggas you gotta pick slack up for. That's my point. That's why I said I decide. I said a long time ago, folders or standards. So niggas who pay attention to pay for shoes. Same shit. I used to say that to my friend back in the day. If niggas either pay attention or pay for shoes, roll niggas who stand or niggas who fold. You have to pick up the slack because you fucking with a nigga who can't pick up the slack. You fucking with a nigga that's sexy instead of a nigga who could provide stability. Right? Because if that nigga could provide stability, you wouldn't need to pick up the slack. There would be no slack. Because you fucked with a nigga that had his shit together. And it was invested in you and your happiness. Before you even having babies, this nigga is invested in you and your happiness. So there is no slack. But we want to build a nigga. We want to build with a nigga. We want to build a nigga who couldn't even pull it off on his own. But you want to build with him and think he going to want to stay with you because you built with him? No. It's not how they work. She says she thinks Black women need more accessible sisters, only space to gather, promote, share, teach self-love and care. She said Middle, his real name, that too. You know him as Pookie. Pookie ain't on his fucking birth certificate. You know how much women, there's a whole division down at child support where they connected to the prisons, where you can look up different areas or whatever to find the baby daddies. Like, oh, his name is Ray. We from Crown Heights over by, Kingston, and he be around Kingston and St. John's or whatever. They got a fucking database with the gang member, the names, the hood names and shit. You don't even know this nigga name, but you got a baby for him. You never met his parents. If you would have fucking met his mother, you would have realized she's a crackhead. You would have realized that this nigga wasn't raised right and probably sees nothing wrong with letting a bitch struggle. But we had a baby 3 months in, and I didn't get an opportunity to get to know who this nigga really was. I had a baby for his representative. You know how they say the first couple of months, the first year or something, you're dating the person's representative. You don't really get to see them. You had a baby with this nigga's representative, and then you mad at the situation that you're in. Thank you, Summer. I thought it was going to be a good show. She said, Monique said that's why her second husband not black. I can't be feminine. Again, and I'm not knocking people who date outside their race. Do what else is best. Do is best for you. But I'm saying, I'm also not knocking black men, because we have to recognize our own shit. Because even if you go to another race, you know, them niggas don't want a masculine ass bitch too. But you ever notice, especially a lot of those women, they get real feminine with them. The white man, they'll get real feminine. But you want to date the weak ass black dude that's cute with a big dick, instead of, you know, the guy who worships at the ground you fucking walk on and will make sure you provide it for. That nigga don't work. It don't matter if that nigga work at fucking Title Max, the car wash. He gonna bust his ass 80 fucking hours a week if need be to make sure that you taken care of. But that's not the nigga you want though. You want the nigga that's gonna sit up on your couch and you gotta buy a PlayStation, you gotta buy him new Jordans and shit. So because you feel like he needs you or whatever. But that's the nigga you got, that's the nigga you want, and that's the nigga you have a baby for. But then you confused when that same nigga finally get whatever his shit together or find a better position and leaves. Yeah, I'm not doing all of that. I'm leaving. I'm not cussing, you know, I have a mouth. I'm working on that. But I'm not even gonna cuss you out. I'm out. That deuces is very okay. Women must raise the standards so men can get some standards and appreciate what a good woman is. That, yes, that too. Yep. Because if you don't have none, why is he gonna have some? Why? They are not a hot mess, child. It's like, who are we attracting? Who are we? Which man are we going after? Who are we attracting? Who do you know? Like, yeah, there's a lot of niggas who are hot messes, and you're dating them. Everybody's not a hot mess, just like every chick is not a hot mess. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you so much, Nicole. Thank you. You're so appreciated. She said, a good and needed. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you for all donations. Y'all are thoroughly appreciated. I love you all. Thank you, everybody who donates to the channel. Damn, I just paid my phone bill. The new phone bill up already. They say your new phone bill posted. Bro, I just paid it. Fucking bills. What are my damn nerves? It's on my website, baby. It's not on Amazon. She said, I'm not attracting them dudes, but my friends are. I'm waiting for my king to find me. Well, have a conversation with your friends. It's the reality of it. Shit, I have conversations with my friends, and it's not like it's little things that we don't see until you see it. And when you see it, then you can be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't go after this. Maybe I do, like, you know, we was talking about what people consider toxic masculinity and toxic femininity. And it's like anything that is male aggression is toxic. How the fuck? So everything that's female is toxic. I like to cook. I'm fucking toxic. I like to take care of my shit. It's fucking toxic. You know what's toxic? The fucking the marriage rate, the single mama rate. That's toxic. She said, get you a 4 eyes that's been working in IT for 5 years with benefits. Make him feel like he's the most important dude in the world. But they don't want to hear that because they want 6'3" Shaquille who, who works part-time at Home Depot. Because he think he cute or whatever. He too busy macking on the pictures at Home Depot than to actually do a good job and get a raise and he's too busy macking at the bitches. That's who you want. You want Jaquil. They don't want Jamal who works at IT or who been working since he was 16 years old. They'll want him. He's boring. Jamal's boring. That's very true. That's very true. They have no idea. They want Jamal at fucking Tyrese at Home Depot, and so they can build him. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. For the hood niggas, because you don't know his name. Hey, Darnell, how you doing, boo-boo? I dealt with a guy whose mother told me her son was trash and to leave him alone. I did because she was right. The nigga mama told you. She said, DC said, I need one who makes me feel secure and helps me with my son. Oh, wait, I have that. She said, I don't want a man who plays video games more than he reads, wears skinny jeans. Oh, these men are trash. That's what I think when I see these men in skinny jeans. Like that's their mentality. If you're 40 something, what the fuck are you wearing? Maybe. I don't know. I don't like women, but I can see why a lot of, if you got this, I hate men, you keep saying something enough, it becomes true. But then you dating these overly aggressive women who like to run up on my homegirl Tasha because I'm aggressive to women. Y'all know how I am. When it comes to women, I can be very aggressive. So, but they run up on Big Red, Tasha, they run up on Big Red, the women, with all of that masculine, with all of that, because if a nigga did that, they'd be in jail. If a nigga ran up on women the way some of these chicks be running up and trying to force themselves on you, they'd be in jail. She said, I reached a point where I can't be friends with people in unhealthy relationships. Hence, I could count my friends on one hand. That's very true. Very true. I don't want to. I want us to be, it's like, at what point in life do I start having conversations about he did what? Instead of he did what? Okay. I'm over it. She said, my nerd 6'3" and was into comic books when we met 23 years later, and he's still my nerd. Anyway, so I'm done, y'all. I said everything I have to say. Okay. Shout out X. It means you attracted to anybody. It means you're attracted to any and everybody. So yeah, that's what that means. Anyway, I'm done. I gotta go. We gotta go back out and get her hair. Gotta get done in a couple of minutes. So I have to go. I'm not even gonna click on that fucking comment, Misha. I'm done. And as always, I'm I'm done. I'm not doing it. And as always, I hope you live your life like it's golden, ladies. Come on, make good decisions. That's all I'm saying. Just think about it. Just step outside. That's what we're gonna leave on. Step outside of our trauma. Step outside of your trauma, whatever the fuck that trauma is. Step outside of that shit for a moment and survey the situation. Whatever your situation is now. Don't allow your trauma to keep you fucked up and in a bad position and keep not taking no responsibility for your shit. Because the reality is, it's his shit, it's her shit, and it's the middle shit. Okay? Now I'm done.